Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Tuesday, October 11th, 2022. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's Monday Night Football game. We'll make our picks for today's divisional round games, as well as NHL opening night. We have NBA preseason to talk about, NHL top 100 players of the season, NBA shooting guard rankings, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start with Monday Night Football. It was an interesting game, to say the least. Some bad calls, some bad coaching decisions. But what ultimately was the end result was that the Chiefs came out on top by a score of 30-29. The Chiefs go to 4-1. Vegas drops to 1-4. Patrick Mahomes 29-43, 292 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Derek Carr 19-30, 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. The good news for Vegas is that their schedule gets easier after this. They have a bye and then they play the Texans, the Saints, and the Jaguars and the Colts. That could potentially be 4 wins. Like 5 weeks from now, this team could be 5-4. Absolutely. It's doable for them. And obviously they have the big game against the Bills coming up. But after that, it's 49ers by Titans, Jags. So after the two contenders, it gets a little bit easier for Kansas City. So this was a big win for them. All right, now I'll move on to Major League Baseball. We have 4 big games going on in the divisional round today. And it all begins at 1 o'clock this afternoon on Fox between the Phillies and the Braves. You have Ranger Suarez against Max Fried. That's how I thought that pitching matchup was going to be. The Braves are minus 205. The Phillies are plus 172. Over under 7.5. Over is minus 102. Under is minus 120. Phillies plus 1.5 is minus 130. Braves minus 1.5 is plus 108. All right, I think that this is going to be super low scoring early. And I think that the play with the most value is actually tie first half result 5-1. I love it. I could see this being 1-1 or 0-0 into the 5th inning. So I like the tie here at 5-1. But at gunpoint, I think Atlanta wins this game. 3:30 on TBS, Game 1 between the Mariners and the Astros. Logan Gilbert and Justin Verlander. The Astros minus 230. The Mariners plus 190. Over under 6.5. Over is minus 122. Under's even money. Mariners plus 1.5 is minus 118. Astros minus 1.5 is minus 102. The pick here is going to be the Mariner run line. I think that they'll be competitive with their division rivals in this game. I'm not suggesting they win the game outright, but I think that they'll hang around here against Verlander and the Astros. 7:30 of the Guardians and the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Cal Quantrill, Garrett Cole. Yanks minus 215. Guardians plus 180. Over under 7. Over is minus 104. Under is minus 118. Guardians plus 1.5 is minus 125. Yankees minus 1.5 is plus 104. According to the numbers, the most likely underdog to do it outright is the Guardians. But I'm not buying it. Quantrill stunk in his start against the Yankees this year. And Garrett Cole, meanwhile, has traditionally been really good against the Guardians. The Guardians don't hit home runs, which bodes well for Garrett Cole, outside of maybe Jose Ramirez. So the play here is going to be under 7 at minus 118. I could see this being like a 5-1 Yankees victory. And last but not least, 9:30 on Fox Sports 1, you have the Padres and the Dodgers. Mike Clevenger and Julio Urias. The Dodgers minus 235. The Padres are plus 194. Over under 7.5. Over is minus 104. Under is minus 118. Padres plus 1.5 and Dodgers minus 1.5 is minus 110 each way. Dodgers run lines to play. I think that they're so much better than the Padres. I predicted the sweep. So I'm going to lay to minus 110, minus 1.5 with the Dodgers against the Padres. All right, tonight is NHL's opening night of the season. If you missed it, last night I did the predictions column or podcast, I should say. I don't do columns anymore. But it was a two-parter. It was really fun. We have 2 games tonight. They're both on ESPN. The first one's at 7:30 between the Lightning and the Rangers from Madison Square Garden. The Rangers -115, Tampa's -104, over under 5.5, -10 each way. Rangers -1.5 is plus 205, Lightning +1.5 is -260. I'm going to go with the Rangers at home here at -115. They're at the Garden. The place is going to be rocking. They're going to have positive vibes. And I think that at home, raucous crowd. Give me the Rangers -115. And at 10 o'clock on ESPN, you have the Golden Knights against the Kings. The Kings are -118. Home favorites. Vegas is -102. Over under 6. Overs -106. Unders -115. Vegas +1.5 is -265. Kings -1.5 is +210. I'm going with Vegas -102. I do think one of these underdogs will win outright. I think it's Vegas. I kind of am down on the Kings this year. I don't think they're back in the postseason. I think last year was a little bit of a mirage for them, and they took advantage of Vegas and Vancouver being disappointing. So I'm going to go with Vegas -102 on the road to knock off the Kings and remind folks that don't forget about us, the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, now we'll do NBA preseason. We'll go over the games from last night and look ahead to today's window. Wizards over the Hornets 116-107. Kristaps Porzingis played well, 20 points, but he left the game due to an injury. And Terry Rozier 24 for Charlotte. 76ers over the Cavs 113-97. Tyrese Maxey 19 points. Jared Allen 19 and 12. Heat over the Rockets 118-110. Max Strus had 24 points and Jalen Green 25. Nuggets over the Suns 107-105. Ish Smith had 15 points and 7 assists, and Devin Booker had 20 for the Suns. All right, there's 5 preseason games tonight. 7 o'clock, you have the Thunder against the Pistons from Detroit. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. With the Pistons this season. So the Pistons are 6-point favorites. I'm going to lay the 6 with Detroit here. Grizzlies Magic on NBA TV. Grizzlies are giving 7.5. Give me Orlando getting the points at home. 8 o'clock, you have the Bucks and the Bulls. Bulls are 3.5-point favorites. Give me Giannis and the Bucks to cover. Maybe win. They're plus 136. Spurs Jazz at 9. The Tankathon preseason edition. The Jazz are giving 5. I'm taking San Antonio plus the 5. And then 10 o'clock on NBA TV, the Trailblazers and the Warriors. Golden State is giving 6.5. Give me Portland getting the points. All right, now I'm going to do my top 100 NHL player rankings. There's a lot of honorable mentions this year, and there's really not many honorable mentions. I have 35 honorable mentions. I'm going to go from 35 to 1 in honorable mentions, and I'm going to do 100 to 1. So the honorable mentions. Jonathan Marchessault, Golden Knights. Alec Martinez, Golden Knights. Pavel Buchnevich, Blues. Nick Leddy, Blues. Tyler Seguin, Stars. Nazem Kadri, Flames. Tyler Bertuzzi, Red Wings. Joe Pavelski, Stars. Shea Theodore, Golden Knights. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Canucks. Matthias Elcombe, Predators. Samuel Girard, Avalanche. Matt Grzelcyk, Bruins. Brady Shea, Hurricanes. Sergei Bobrovsky, Panthers. Robert Thomas, Blues. Brett Pesky, Hurricanes. Rupin, Stars. Connor Hellebuck, Jets. Tomas Hertl, Sharks. Cole Caulfield, Canadiens. Brady Tkachuk, Senators. Sam Reinhart, Panthers. Braden Shen, Blues. Ryan Sutter, Stars. Matt Duchene, Preds. Taylor Hall, Bruins. Mark Giordano, Maple Leafs. Claude Giroux, Senators. Jimmy Benn, Stars. Steven Stamkos, Lightning. Clayton Keller, Coyotes. Pierre-Luc Dubois, Jets. Jack Campbell, Oilers. And Noah Dobson, Islanders. Those are the honorable mentions. And now, without further ado, my top 100 NHL players for the 2022-23 season. 100, Mikhail Sergachev, Lightning. 99, Thomas Chabot, Senators. 98, Teuvo Teravainen, Hurricanes. 97, Darnell Nurse, Oilers. 96, Torrey Krug, Blues. 95, Timo Meier, Sharks. 94, Mackenzie Weegar, Flames. 93, Evan Boucher, Oilers. 92, Eric Carlson, Sharks. 91, Rasmus Anderson, Flames. 90, Brock Besser, Canucks. 89, Kyler Yamamoto, Oilers. 88, Hampus Lindholm, Bruins. 87, Seth Jarvis, Hurricanes. 86, Jamie Drysdale, Ducks. 85, Jonathan Taves, Blackhawks. 84, Cam Fowler, Ducks. 83, Evgeny Malkin, Penguins. 82, Ante Kopitar, Kings. 81, Darcy Kemper, Capitals. 80, Troy Terry, Ducks. 79, Devin Taves, Avalanche. 78, Maurice Sider, Red Wings. 77, Jacob Chychrun, Coyotes. 76, Brent Burns, Hurricanes. 75, Nick Suzuki, Canadiens. 74, Trevor Zegras, Ducks. 73, Elias Pettersson, Canucks. 72, Miro Heiskanen, Stars. 71, Jack Hughes, Devils. 70, Tage Thompson, Sabres. 69, Jordan Kyrou, Blues. 68, John Klingberg, Ducks. 67, Zach Werenski, Blue Jackets. 66, Jacob Slavin, Hurricanes. 65, Alex DeBrincat, Senators. 64, Chris Kreider, Rangers. 63, Evander Kane, Oilers. 62, Dylan Larkin, Red Wings. 61, Mark Stone, Golden Knights. 60, Jake Gensel, Penguins. 59, Gabriel Landeskog, Avalanche. 58, Patrick Laine, Blue Jackets. 57, Noah Hannafin, Flames. 56, Andrei Svechnikov, Hurricanes. 55, Tristan Jarry, Penguins. 54, Brad Marchand, Bruins. 53, Patrice Bergeron, Bruins. 52, John Tavares, Maple Leafs. 51, Ilya Sorokin, Islanders. 50, Shane Gostisbehere, Coyotes. 49, Seth Jones, Blackhawks. 48, Evgeny Kuznetsov, Capitals. 47, Charlie McAvoy, Bruins. 46, Drew Doughty, Kings. 45, JT Miller, Canucks. 44, Ryan O'Reilly, Blues. 43, David Pastrnak, Bruins. 42, Kevin Fiala, Kings. 41, Alex Pietrangelo, Golden Knights. 40, Philip Forsberg, Predators. 39, Jacob Markstrom, Flames. 38, Rasmus Dahlin, Sabres. 37, Morgan Riley, Maple Leafs. 36, Aaron Ekblad, Panthers. 35, Kyle Connor, Jets. 34, Blake Wheeler, Jets. 33, Mitch Marner, Maple Leafs. 32, John Carlson, Capitals. 31, Mark Shefley, Jets. 30, Chris Letang, Penguins. 29, Mika Zibanejad, Rangers. 28, Elias Lindholm, Flames. 27, Artemi Panarin, Rangers. 26, Jonathan Huberdeau, Flames. 25, Braden Point, Lightning. 24, Jack Eichel, Golden Knights. 23, Johnny Gaudreau, Blue Jackets. 22, Vladimir Tarasenko, Blues. 21, Quinn Hughes, Canucks. 20, Matt Tkachuk, Panthers. 19, Mikko Rantanen, Avalanche. 18, Juuse Saros, Predators. 17, Kirill Kaprizov, Lightning. 16, Sidney Crosby, Penguins. 15, Patrick Kane, Blackhawks. 14, Alexander Ovechkin, Capitals. 13, Adam Fox, Rangers. 12, Andrei Vasilevsky, Lightning. 11, Alexander Barkov, Panthers. 10, Sebastian Aho, Hurricanes. 9, Roman Josi, Predators. 8, Victor Hedman, Lightning. 7, Igor Shesterkin, Rangers. 6, Leon Draisaitl, Oilers. 5, Nikita Kucherov, Lightning. 4, Cale Makar, Avalanche. 3, Austin Matthews, Maple Leafs. 2, Nathan McKinnon, Avalanche. And number 1, come on, it's Connor McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers. No doubt about it. He's still the best player in hockey until proven further notice. I think McKinnon's going to make a big run at him, and so will Austin Matthews. And you can make a case that McKinnon's not the best player on his own team. I love Cale Makar a lot. Kucherov's just a points machine when he's on the ice. Draisaitl is so good on that Oilers team. I think Igor Shesterkin, it will just be money in net. Hedman still belongs in the top 10 to me. Roman Josi's just a magician with the Preds on the D-line. And then I chose Aho to be in the top 10 because I think he'll have a career high in points this season and will potentially get over 100. And then you can make a case, guys, from 11 all the way even down to 17 at Kirill Kaprizov. So that group of players is Barkov, Vasilevsky, Fox, Ovechkin, Kane, Crosby, and Kaprizov all belong, or not all of them, but belong in that 10 spot. Like, guys number 10 through 17, I think, belong in the same group. Because to me, it's an easy top 9. And then guys 10 through 17 on this list, you could pick your poison with these players. All right, now I'll move on to the NBA shooting guard rankings. This was an actually easy list to put together. The fun fact about the shooting guard rankings is I honestly think this is a weaker crop than it's been in years past. Some of it's due to injury. Some of it's due to guys in decline. So without further ado, there's 86 players on the list. Some teams have 2 guys on the depth chart, others have 3. And the most I would do on a depth chart is 3. So without further ado, the 2022-23 NBA shooting guard rankings. 86, Keon Ellis, Kings. 85, Jordan Shackle, Wizards. 84, Jordan Hall, Spurs. 83, Justin Champagny, Raptors. 82, Isaiah Joe, 76ers. 81, Luke Travers, Cavaliers. 80, Kellen Grady, Nuggets. 79, Bryce McGowan's, Hornets. 78, Vit Krejci, Hawks. 77, John Conchar, Grizzlies. 76, Ron Harper Jr., Raptors. 75, Trevor Keels, Knicks. 74, Dalen Terry, Bulls. 73, Jaden Hardy, Mavericks, Hardy. 72, Christian Braun, Nuggets. 71, Cody Martin, Hornets. 70, Garrison Matthews, Rockets. 69, Lindy Waters III, Thunder. 68, Cam Thomas, Nets. 67, Jalen Noel, Timberwolves. 66, Terry Taylor, Pacers. 65, Furkan Korkmaz, 76ers. 64, Garrett Temple, Pelicans. 63, Austin Reeves, Lakers. 62, Austin Rivers, Timberwolves. 61, Wesley Matthews, Bucks. 60, Damian Lee, Suns. 59, R.J. Hampton, Magic. 58, Quentin Grimes, Knicks. 57, Max Struss, Heat. 56, Hamidou Diallo, Pistons. 55, Malachi Branham, Spurs. 54, Keon Johnson, Trailblazers. 53, Landry Shamet, Suns. 52, Terrence Mann, Clippers. 51, Lonnie Walker IV, Lakers. 50, Pat Connaughton, Bucks. 49, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jazz. 48, Jalen Williams, Thunder. 47, Moses Moody, Warriors. 46, Luke Kennard, Clippers. 45, Kobe White, Bulls. 44, Devonte Graham, Pelicans. 43, Alec Burks, Pistons. 42, Gary Harris, Magic. 41, Victor Oladipo, Heat. 40, Devin Vassell, Spurs. 39, Johnny Davis, Wizards. 38, Shaedon Sharpe, Trailblazers. 37, Benedict Mathurin, Pacers. 36, Malik Monk, Kings. 35, Herbert Jones, Pelicans. 34, Derek White, Celtics. 33, Joe Harris, Nets. 32, Grayson Allen, Bucks. 31, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Nuggets. 30, Kevin Huerter, Kings. 29, Tim Hardaway Jr., Mavericks. 28, Seth Curry, Nets. 27, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Hawks. 26, Malik Beasley, Jazz. 25, Caris LeVert, Cavaliers. 24, Chris Duarte, Pacers. 23, Jalen Suggs, Magic. 22, Jaden Ivey, Pistons. 21, Spencer Dinwiddie, Mavericks. 20, Terry Rozier, Hornets. 19, Jordan Clarkson, Jazz. 18, DeJounte Murray, Hawks. 17, Gary Trent Jr., Raptors. 16, Jordan Poole, Warriors. 15, Desmond Bane, Grizzlies. 14, Malcolm Brogdon, Celtics. 13, Klay Thompson, Warriors. 12, Norman Powell, Clippers. 11, Tyler Herro, Heat. 10, Arnfarnie Simons, Trailblazers. 9, Jalen Green, Rockets. 8, R.J. Barrett, Knicks. 7, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Thunder. 6, Zach Levine, Bulls. 5, Donovan Mitchell, Cavaliers. 4, Bradley Beal, Wizards. 3, James Harden, 76ers. 2, Anthony Edwards, Timberwolves. And number 1 shooting guard coming into the 22-23 season, Devin Booker, Phoenix Suns. To me, Devin Booker's the unequivocal number 1 right now. He's just a star. He was the best player on the team that had the best record last year. Best player on the team that made the finals 2 years ago. Although you could argue for Chris Paul for that. But Booker is so good. And he's the face of that franchise. And Edwards, to me, is the number 2. He really made great strides last year, and I think he's only going to get better. James Harden, I think, is at a different point in his career. I think he's going to be a productive player. But I think he's going to defer to Joel Embiid a lot. So that's why I have him out of the top 2. So it's not for a bad reason, per se. Bradley Beal's just the best player on a bad team. Maybe he's traded, maybe he's not. Donovan Mitchell, change of scenery. I think he's going to be fired up to be playing on a good team. Zach Levine, injuries need to really stay out of the picture. Zach's a really good player. And I think the Bulls really want to stick with Levine as a cornerstone. SGA, I think it's a matter of when, not if he's traded. He's just a fabulous player to watch. R.J. Barrett, fresh off the contract extension. I think there's a possibility he's the best player on the Knicks this season. Jalen Green, I think he's going to make a major year 2 leap, and he will be in the conversation for most improved player. And for me, I'm Fernie Simons. I picked the 10th spot because he's going to be the number 2 option on that team behind Dame Lillard. Meanwhile, Tyler Herro is the 3rd option on Miami? 4th even. So you could argue guys 11 through even down to Jordan Poole at 16 belong on the top 10 shooting guard list. But to me, it's an easy top 7. I mean, I'm tempted to put RJ in that group. But I would draw the line at SGA. Because RJ still has some weird flaws in his game that I think he could work on. But guys, 8 through even 16, the Jordan Poole. So that group from 11 to 16, Harrow, Powell, Klay Thompson, Brogdon, Bane, and Poole. You could argue some of those guys for spots number 8 through 10 on the shooting guard rankings. So there you have it, the 2022-23 NBA shooting guard rankings. All right, now I'll move on to news and notes for today. Not a lot today, weirdly enough. The big story, obviously, was Devonte Adams last night after their loss to the Chiefs. Pushed a stadium worker to the ground after that game. It looked like it was a cameraman, and he just did it out of frustration. He just went and stopped apologizing because he knows he's in trouble. And I always believed that if you apologize, you're forgiven. But he has to be suspended for that. There's no other way around it. 1 game, 2 games. If Mike Evans could get suspended 1 game for what he did, then Devonte Adams can get suspended. So I think he's going to get suspended. And I really think that this could be a blow for the Raiders as they're reviewing this situation, and he could be facing a suspension. And like I said, just an ugly situation. There was a really bad call in that Chiefs game. That Chris Jones was called for roughing the passer. And the Chiefs fans, of course, were chanting the bullshit chant. And then Chris Jones says that the questionable roughing the passer calls are costing teams games and want the league to allow booth review. So we'll see how that happens. Now, Micah Parsons spoke his mind on social media about protection for defensive players. But the big story before the game yesterday was that the Panthers fired Matt Rule after 3 seasons and an 11-27 record, and Steve Wilkes will be taking over as the interim coach here, the former Cardinal coach who was one and done. And then the NFL executives are ripping Tom Brady and Teddy Bridgewater calls as the questionable calls during Week 5 were part of an overreaction to Tua's injury. You're going to be seeing a lot of overreactions to Tua's injury coming up. The Raiders lost Darren Waller in that game due to a hamstring injury suffered in the first half. You could argue if he didn't get hurt, they win the game. Jags pass rusher Levine Chase on to miss at least 4 games as he deals with a meniscus injury. So that's not good for the Jags pass rush. Emmanuel Mosley did tear his ACL as he will be out for the year. That's brutal for the 49ers. Baker Mayfield has a high ankle sprain and is expected to miss at least a couple of weeks, but is getting additional options on his injury, or opinions, I should say. This could be another fake injury to where the Panthers are tanking to try to get C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. Rashard Penny is out for the season as he hurt his ankle and will have surgery today and will be healthy in time for free agency. That is just not good for Seattle at all. And Matt Rule will obviously have his choice of coveted college jobs after being fired by the Panthers. Jay Glazer reports that teams are eyeing Christian McCaffrey as the league is looking to trade for some Panthers players in exchange for picks. And there hasn't been any Bills Christian McCaffrey talks, despite some buzz on Twitter. And some interesting news is that the Cardinals-Seahawks game could be moved to avoid conflict with the Mariners game, which was probably the right move from a Seattle standpoint. Freddie Freeman says that there's a difference between the Padres and the Dodgers, and it's easy. One is just way better than the other. The San Francisco Giants hire former Astros assistant GM Pete Patila and will fill the Giants' vacancy under Farhan Zaidi. So that's an interesting hire for San Francisco, and we'll see what kind of moves they make this offseason. LaMelo Ball sprained his left ankle early in that preseason game against the Wizards. So that's not great. We'll see if he's ready to go next week. The Hawks are eyeing Jay Crowder as that they had conversations about this with the Suns about acquiring Jay Crowder. So that would be a good fit for Atlanta from a depth standpoint. And Bronny James lands a Nike deal as Caitlin Clark and Haley Jones are also among 5 student athletes Nike assigned to NIL endorsement deals. So that is very interesting as well. And last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. To me, it's an obvious one. It's a Major League Baseball playoff game. It's my favorite pick on the board today, and that is the Dodgers run line, -1.5 against San Diego. I think that is a double or multi-run game for LA. So I'm going to lay 1.5, -110, half a unit with the Dodgers against the Padres for my best bet of the day. All right, so that's it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything and looking ahead to everything going on tomorrow, and then obviously the Wednesday stuff. I apologize we didn't get into Dancing with the Stars. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do NFL Power Rankings tomorrow too, and then NBA small forward rankings as well. We have college football tomorrow night too, so that should be fun. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.